What happens when a show designed to celebrate love, family, and lifestyle instead sparks outrage, division, and questions of authenticity? Meghan Markle's With Love Meghan Season 2 was supposed to be her grand comeback, but instead it's ignited a storm. From accusations of erasing Black representation to bizarre branding disasters, and even a defense from Prince Harry's friend that labeled British critics as not classy enough, the controversy is hotter than ever. In this video, we're diving deep into the three-front backlash Meghan now faces: identity optics, public perception, and corporate motives. We'll also reveal why Netflix may not care about Meghan's image at all, and why Prince Harry's charity ties are drawing scrutiny at the worst possible time. Welcome to channel Name Your Home for unfiltered analysis of royal news, celebrity PR, and the stories behind the headlines. Stay with us because what we're about to uncover isn't just about Meghan Markle, it's about power branding and the dangerous game of reputation. Here's what we'll cover: the identity backlash, the PR fails, Netflix's hidden strategy, and Harry's charity scandal. This is one you don't want to miss. To understand the firestorm surrounding With Love Meghan Season 2, we need to rewind. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry walked away from royal duties in 2020, promising independence, new ventures, and a fresh start in California. Netflix quickly swooped in with a multi-million-dollar deal banking on the couple's global star power. Their first documentary drew massive viewership, but also controversy. Critics accused them of trading family drama for profit. Now Season 2 of Meghan's lifestyle series is under attack. On one side, Harry's friend Alex Raina defended the show, dismissing British critics as too cynical and not classy enough. On the other side, Black female influencers who once championed Meghan are calling her out for erasing the very representation she once claimed to embody. Meanwhile, branding blunders from bug-infested cookies to awkward self-promotion of her wine have only added fuel to the fire. And behind the glitz, Netflix's motives are being questioned. Are they really investing in Meghan or simply waiting for the next royal scandal? What do you think? Did Meghan overpromise and underdeliver, or is she being unfairly targeted once again? The backlash against With Love Meghan Season 2 isn't coming from just one corner. It's converging from three very different fronts. First, the identity question. Black women who once rallied behind Meghan as a symbol of representation inside the royal family now feel sidelined. Influencers like Inspirix point out that Season 2's trailer features no Black guests despite Meghan's mixed-race heritage and early reliance on Black female supporters. They remember lifting her up after Season 1, buying her cookware, her wine, her domestic lifestyle branding, only to see their voices absent from her curated world. For many, it feels like betrayal. Meghan is accused of leaning into her whiteness post-royalty after weaponizing claims of racism to gain sympathy in the United States. The charge is hypocrisy, and it's stinging her credibility. Second, the PR defense. Prince Harry's friend Alex Raina went public with a bizarre counterattack suggesting British critics were simply too cynical and not classy enough to understand Meghan's vision. This soundbite, widely mocked, only inflamed tensions. As one commentator noted, most Americans think the Brits are classier than we are. Instead of protecting Meghan, the comment reinforced the narrative that she's out of touch, fake, and reliant on tone-deaf defenders. Third, the branding disaster. From awkward product tie-ins under her as ever label to a viral bug crawling across cookies in a promotional video, Meghan's lifestyle empire is faltering. Her wine, pitched as a founder's favorite, has failed to sell out. She's even resorted to liking her own promotional posts, a sign of desperation in the influencer world. Critics point out that Meghan never actually drinks or uses her own products on camera, making the marketing feel hollow. Meanwhile, Netflix's motives are under a microscope. Critics argue the streaming giant doesn't care about Meghan's branding at all. They're betting on the long-term soap opera. With the Sussex's professional projects underwhelming analysts suggest Netflix is holding on to them simply in case of a bigger drama, a royal feud, or even a divorce. One insider noted bluntly, "They're there for the divorce, that's what will sell." So the real question is Meghan building a brand, or is she just a pawn in a much bigger media game? When we peel back the layers of this controversy, a bigger picture comes into focus. One that reveals not just Meghan's struggles, but the shifting dynamics of media identity, politics, and power. At its core, the criticism from Black women strikes at authenticity. Meghan positioned herself as a barrier breaker in the royal family, someone who could finally bring representation to an institution steeped in tradition. Yet her post-royal career has leaned heavily on curated whiteness, luxury aesthetics, and high-profile friendships, leaving her earliest supporters disillusioned. This disconnect illustrates a wider truth identity cannot be commodified selectively. When used as a shield in one moment and discarded the next, it creates resentment and distrust. On the PR front, Alex Raina's classy defense highlights another problem: Harry and Meghan's reliance on surrogates, who often worsen the narrative. Instead of reframing criticism, his comments reinforce the idea that Meghan is detached from reality, surrounded by elitism, rather than relatability. For both you and you, okay? Audiences, this widens the perception gap and feeds into Meghan's reputation as fake and out of touch. Economically, Meghan's brand misfires reveal the fragility of celebrity-driven commerce. A bug in a cookie video should have been a minor slip, but because Meghan's entire image rests on perfection and lifestyle expertise, it turned into a viral PR disaster. Her wine failing to sell out speaks to a deeper issue: influence without authenticity doesn't convert into sales. In today's marketplace, consumers demand proof, seeing the celebrity use, enjoy, and stand by their own products. Politically, Netflix's role cannot be ignored. They aren't investing in Meghan and Harry as creators, they're investing in them as content. The First Look deal operates less like a production partnership and more like a media hedge, locking the couple down, ensuring any explosive fallout remains exclusive to Netflix. It's a cynical but effective strategy because even their failures generate fascination. Which raises the unsettling question: if Netflix is simply waiting for scandal, could Meghan and Harry's personal struggles, marital tensions, family rifts, or brand implosions actually become their most valuable asset? And what would that mean for their future as public figures? This isn't the first time public figures have been caught in the trap of overpromising identity symbolism while underdelivering in practice. History is full of celebrities and politicians who rode waves of representation only to face backlash when their actions failed to match their rhetoric. The Meghan saga echoes this pattern, magnified by global media and the always-on scrutiny of social platforms. Globally, the response varies. In Britain, Meghan is often painted as disloyal and opportunistic. In the US, she initially found sympathy, but as branding missteps pile up, even American audiences are cooling. And for Black women, who once saw her as a cultural win, the absence of representation feels like a betrayal, sharpening the criticism. Culturally, this speaks to a wider shift. Wokeness, once an untouchable shield, is now facing a backlash of its own. Audiences increasingly demand authenticity over polished optics. And when authenticity is missing, the fallout is fierce. At its heart, this story isn't just about Meghan Markle. It's about what happens when a carefully crafted image collides with the truth, leaving millions asking, who is the real Meghan? So where does this leave Meghan Markle? And with Love Meghan Season 2, what was meant to be a glossy celebration of lifestyle has instead unraveled into a case study in missed opportunities, fractured identity politics, and branding missteps. From alienating the very black women who once defended her to a Netflix deal that seems more about holding on to potential scandal than championing her voice, Meghan's carefully curated image is showing cracks. Add in Harry's growing charity controversies, and the couple's reputation looks shakier than ever. Here's my take: authenticity always wins in the end. No amount of glossy editing or scripted homemaker charm can replace the power of genuine connection. And Meghan's biggest challenge may not be her critics, but herself. What do you think? Has Meghan been unfairly targeted? Or has she lost control of her own narrative? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. If you found this breakdown insightful, hit subscribe, join our community, and don't miss the next deep dive. Coming up, why Netflix might be betting on Harry and Meghan's marriage drama more than their media projects. You're not alone. Millions are asking the same questions.